Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be doing some more T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. So it's actually 12:38 p.m. on a Wednesday. So keep in mind that a lot of people are probably, still at school. A lot of people are still at work, messing with their phones and stuff. Whatever, is going on in the afternoon. It's basically considered, like rush hour pretty much, I guess. Because there's a lot of people, on their phones and stuff, around the afternoon and everything, kids getting out of school or kids still in school, for a little bit longer anyway. So yesterday, this is kind of like a follow-up video as well. Yesterday on Tuesday afternoon, I actually got like really horrendous speeds. I was getting speeds in like the 20s, 30s, 50s, maybe, 100, or so. But when I came back home that night from work, I came back home and I didn't restart the gateway or anything. I ran some speed tests after I came back home, and I have that video on my channel if you want to check that out. And the speeds went back to normal. Like I normally get, like 500, 600, occasionally like 480, 450. So on the download and the upload, was back to normal as well. So, I don't know what was going on, so I did contact T-Mobile, and they told me that there was problems with the towers around this area, which there actually was, because I put another video out on the down detector. I talked about that, as you can see here. I can actually go into the T-Mobile here, and it's still saying that there's actually problems with T-Mobile. It says user reports indicate possible problems at T-Mobile, so it's no longer in the red. It was actually in the red. Let me actually search for Metro by T-Mobile, because Metro by T-Mobile is also a part of T-Mobile, so it's not actually showing user reports from Metro by T-Mobile. But it is actually saying mobile internet 50% and mobile phone 48%. Let me actually go back to T-Mobile and see what it says. So it says users report indicate possible problems. So it's saying, so now it's actually saying less for the T-Mobile 5G home internet. Before it was 30 for the T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just a few hours ago, I posted a video about that. And it's saying 42% for mobile phones, so that's definitely not good. So it's still, giving problems. So I'm hoping, that my speeds aren't really affected, but we'll see. So I'll run some speed tests here, and we'll see what we get. So yeah, it looks like it's slow again, guys. That's not good. So I'm either being throttled or, I don't know. I mean, this is just not good. 66.7 on the download. No. I'm not going to put up with those kind of speeds. 6.72 on the upload, and only 23 ping, so that's not that bad, but I'm not putting up with those kind of speeds, guys. Yeah, no. I don't know what's going on here. So this is ridiculous, because I was getting speeds to 500 to 600 last night, or yeah, Wednesday, or yeah, Tuesday into Wednesday night last night, and now, it's giving me, and I'm not going to really say an excuse for this. It's giving me shit speeds. I mean, it's absolutely shit speeds. I mean, that's not, and like I said, they still are experiencing problems with the internet or something, because it's still, like I showed you guys, it's still in the You know, it's still in the orange here. It's still got an exclamation point with a triangle. So it's still saying that there's problems with T-Mobile. And it's still saying 23% for 5G home internet. And mobile phone is 42% now. So that's definitely not good. Let me type in Verizon here. See what we get. Type in Verizon. So Verizon is back to normal from what it seems, but there still are a couple of red spots. But it's still saying for mobile phone 43%, 5G internet 25%. Let me type in AT&T. So AT&T isn't really causing any problems, it doesn't seem like. Although it is saying no signal 29% now. I think that's higher than it was on the last video. Let me type in Cricket Wireless. So Cricket Wireless is saying they're not having any problems anymore, but actually it's saying higher for no signal now, 56%, and only 15% for mobile phone. So yeah, that's definitely not good that T-Mobile, when T-Mobile is still having problems, I guess, because it's these are just not the speeds that I'm used to getting. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm being throttled or what, guys, but this is definitely not a good sign. Let me actually try the Ashburn VA server here. Yeah, this is if this is gonna keep up, this is gonna have to go back, because I'm not dealing with these kind of speeds. The thing that gets me is the download speed is not good, but the upload speed is hanging steady like I normally get. So I would think if I was being throttled, I would think that would affect the upload and the ping and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I would think that. I would think that if I was being throttled, that would be the case. Let me actually restart the gateway, because I didn't restart it last night. So let me actually go in here. Actually, I can't do that on this video because I have a password and stuff. Let me actually go up to the attic, and I'll actually just manually unplug it and plug it back in. We'll do that and see what we get. But this is concerning that I'm only getting 70 some to not even 80 some. Let me just unplug this and restart it and see what happens here. And we've never had these speeds. I have videos on my channel about the T-Mobile 5G home internet, and we've never had these speeds this slow, even in the afternoon. So I don't know what's going on. Like I said, it still says that there's possible problems at T-Mobile, using the Down Detector app. It was still in the yellow, so people were still saying that there's, some kinds of problems with T-Mobile. Let me actually see if I can test this with my, cellular data while I wait for this to reboot. Let's see if I can get it to go to 5G UC. Come back down here from the attic and see if we can get it to go on 5G UC. Because normally with 5G UC, I get faster speeds. So let me see if I can get it to go to that. So as you can see, yeah, it just switched to 5G UC. So let's see what we get on my mobile phone here. See if I get anything different. So yeah, it's still giving me slow speeds even on 5G UC. And it's giving me terrible upload speeds on 5G UC as well. So I think it's still something going on with the network, and as you can see, you know, it's taking forever to, you know, like try to get a signal or try to get a, you know, a speed test result. On 5G UC, you should get, you know, well over what I'm getting for download speed and upload, actually. So it seems to me that something's still going on with the network or the towers. And if that's the case, I mean, you're going to get better speeds at night because, you know, people are not, you know, really on, you know, their phones and stuff a lot. So if something's going on with the tower, you know, it's gonna show, you know, more during the day because that's when people use their phones and stuff more. So I'm not even getting, you know, I'm getting around the same speeds that I'm getting on the T-Mobile 5G home internet on my phone. You know, with around the same ping. So that's, you know, not really a good sign. And as you can see, the ping went up again. And yeah, these are definitely not, you know, 5G UC speeds. It's a little better on this one, but not, you know. With a tower being this close to me, I shouldn't be getting these, you know, slow of speeds, like even on my phone. I mean, the tower is only literally right down the road from me. It's not that far. So, and like I've said, 5G is spotty in our area, so it's not, you know, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to always get 5G. So, you know, maybe something's, you know, like I said, something's going on with the tower. Maybe 5G is, you know, having problems. You know, I don't really know, but, you know, Down Detector is still saying that there's possible issues with T-Mobile. So I don't know what to do, you know, until, you know, they fix it or whatever. So I did restart the gateway. I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it should be fine by now. So let's actually run some more speed tests here and see what we get. I'll open up the speed test app here. Make sure it's on the right server, and it is. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I just restarted the gateway. I went up there and I unplugged it. And 651 on the download on the first try. I mean, the ping is a little bit higher than normal, but, you know, that's a really good download speed. 651, 18 on the upload, and 39 ping. Okay. And as I said, guys, I didn't reboot the gateway yesterday, so this is what happens, you know, if you reboot the gateway, you know, apparently. Because T-Mobile actually recommended that. They actually told me, they said, well, try restarting your gateway, and I thought, well, that's not going to help, but, I mean, I just unplugged it. I just went up there and unplugged it in the attic, and I plugged it back in, and now I'm getting my speeds back again. So maybe it had something to do with, you know, refreshing the network or something because of them doing, you know, work or maintenance on the towers, like modernization, like they told me. You know, so maybe I have to restart it, you know, when I get those kind of speeds. You know, and also keep in mind that it was windy. It's actually still windy out there today. It's actually windy out there now. And you know, that can also play a role in it. So you know, that's a really good sign though that the speeds are holding steady again. You know, this time of day, you know, 12:53 p.m. On a Wednesday, you know, afternoon. You know, and I just unplugged it right, you know, not too long ago. You know, I did it on the video. You know, you guys heard me. So you know, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if it was because of the wind. We were having, you know, winds in the 10 to 15 mile an hour range the last couple of days, and we were having gusts up to 30, 35 miles an hour. I don't know if that, you know, will really impact it like that. The T-Mobile rep told me that that doesn't normally impact it like that. He said, but it is possible if it messed up a tower or something or the network or something, you know, around me. And keep in mind, you know, we only have like one tower close to us. So that's, you know, it's very possible that it put me on a tower further away. Or something, you know, when they were doing the tower modernization, or something, you know, and if that's the case, you know, it's most likely not going to put me on that tower, you know, on the tower, you know, closest to me, you know, if it's down or something, so it's going to put me on a tower that's further away, and most likely lock onto that tower, you know, while the other one's down, so. Maybe rebooting it does, you know, help with stuff because, you know, you guys can let me know down below in the comments, you know, if you guys ever have slower speeds and you reboot, and then it, you know, goes back to normal. But, you know, I just found that very odd. You know, I think that it's, you know, like I said, either because of the tower modernization, or there's something going on with the T-Mobile network in general because Down Detector is still saying that there's possible issues, you know, with the network, you know, network wide, or, you know, it was just because, like they said, they were doing tower modernization, you know, on the tower closer to me. But if that was the case, I don't think that they would be saying that there's having problems, um, you know, with T-Mobile, you know, on the down detector because that's network wide. So that would tell me that there's a problem with the network, you know, network wide. You know, they wouldn't, you know, just make this kind of stuff up, or anything on, you know, down detector and stuff. So it is a good sign that it's actually in the yellow now, instead of the red though, like it was. So that's definitely a good sign. That means that it's like moderate. You know, that it's probably, you know, getting resolved. But I'm really good. I'm really glad that I, you know, rebooted the gateway, you know, unplugged it and, you know, restarted it, because it seems like I'm getting my speeds back now. So that's a really good sign. So let me actually run a couple more here. And like I said, it very well, you know, could be because of the wind and stuff, you know, that I didn't reboot it. You know, it's been like 10 to 15 mile an hour winds for the past couple of days now. And you know, I didn't reboot it. I also didn't reboot it until, you know, now, um, because I wanted to do, you know, some testing and see what we got, you know, without rebooting it, you know, this afternoon. But you know, I'm really glad that I did reboot it now because it seems like I'm getting my speeds back. You know, the ping is a little high right now, but the ping normally settles down. You know, after a reboot, you know, that's normal. You know, somewhat normal. Even my Comcast modem, or you know, Wi-Fi gateway, whatever you want to call it, combination. When I would reboot it or I would restart it, the ping would, you know, go higher, but then it would settle down after a while. So let me actually run some on the Ashburn VA server here. So this definitely is a good sign, guys, that I restarted and it's giving my, you know, giving me my speeds back. And like I said, I kind of figured that something was up because, I normally don't get these kind of speeds. Like I said, we live in a rural area, obviously I'm not being throttled because if I was being throttled, I wouldn't be getting these kind of speeds after a reboot. So it's something to do with, it's something to do with the network. It's got to be something to do with the network or something. Like I said, the down detector was saying that T-Mobile was in red, and people were saying that there was problems with the, not only with their mobile phones, but the T-Mobile 5G home internet as well. Anytime I see something on down detector now, I'm gonna, excuse me, I'm gonna reboot the gateway after those, after it goes away. I mean, right now it's in the orange. Like I said, it's not in the red anymore, which is a good sign. And Verizon said that it was back up and running. Apparently, it didn't say anybody was having problems with Verizon, because Verizon was in the red also last night or, not too long ago. So you have to keep that in mind. So a little bit slower on this one, but still not, not slow compared to what I was getting. So 557 on the download, 45.3 on the upload, and 40 ping. So definitely not bad. Let me run another one here on the Ashburn VA. So it does seem like it's like holding steady a little bit better now that I restarted it, and it's actually giving me, pretty decent upload speeds. Wow. So definitely not a bad one on that one. 620 for the download, 44.3 on the upload, and only 40 ping. I'll run one more on this one, and then I'll go back to the West Norton PA server. And it very well could be because I just didn't restart the gateway, guys. I mean, that could, very well, be why I was, experiencing problems. 480 on that one, but, still close to 500. So it's not going to be, and like I said, it is windy out there today. So you have to keep that in mind. It's actually more windy out there today than it has been in the last couple of days. So you have to keep that in mind that it's going to be, blowing around and everything. So not bad on that one. 480 on the download, 44.7 on the upload, and only 38 ping. Go back to the West Norton PA server and run some on that. So yeah, see, this is what it's been doing with the ping. I don't know if it's because I switched servers fast or something. That's, possible. But you also have to keep in mind I just rebooted it too. So, it does that sometimes with the ping. It'll have like a ping spike all of a sudden or something. But it doesn't stay there. I'll show you guys again, that it doesn't stay there. I've, had that happen before, and not only that, like I said, they are indicating that there's still problems, with T-Mobile, at the on the down detector. So, it's moderate, like I said, but it's still, indicating that there's problems anytime there's an orange, a yellow triangle with a, exclamation point through it saying that users are still indicating problems. So it's definitely not, fixed completely. So not bad on that one. 625 for the download, 25.9, basically 26 on the upload, and 118 ping, but it's not going to stay there. As you can see, the ping went right back down. So it still does seem to be like throttling a little bit. It seems to be, it was at 615, but it actually dropped down to 613. So it still seems to be giving a little bit of an issue, like trying to get the faster speed. I mean, it's not, not slow by any means, but I'm saying, it's trying to go up and down, up and down, up and down, which possibly could be because of the wind today. So like I said, keep that in mind that it is windy out there still. I don't know what the gusts are today, but it's gusting around out there again today. So you have to keep that in mind. So not bad on that one. 613 on the download, 20 on the upload even, and then 39 ping. Run one more on this one, and then I'll run another one. I'll run one more on this one, and then run a couple more on the Ashburn VA. So yeah, it very well could be, guys, that I just needed to restart the gateway because I haven't restarted in a while. So it very well could be, that the T-Mobile guy was right. That I just needed to try restarting it. But most of the time, that doesn't seem to work. I'll be honest with you. Unless it's been bad weather or something. Or unless they were working on the towers or something. I mean, actually, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that it doesn't seem to work because it does seem to work. It's actually working now. Obviously, because I'm getting faster speeds than I was when I, first started making this video. So it is working. But what I actually should say, it doesn't always work. So that's, basically what I'm saying. It doesn't always work. So just keep that in mind. That it's not going to always, solve all of your problems, that you're having, if you're having problems, with the network or something, or, if there is problems with the network, like I said, which I think there are, because like I said, on the down detector, it's still, showing in yellow, that there's, indicating problems at T-Mobile. So it just, shows to me that I'm not actually being throttled, which is a good thing. So it doesn't, look like I'm being throttled. So that's definitely a good thing. Especially around 1:05 in the afternoon. A lot of people online, people at school, kids at school on their phones and stuff, adults, at work and stuff. I'm going to be heading to work soon myself, and stuff like that. So, a lot of people on their phones and stuff, this time of, afternoon, 1:05 p.m. On a Wednesday. So, not bad on this one at all. 632 for the download, 12.7 for the upload, and only 40 ping. I'll run some on the Ashburn VA server again. Run one on this one, and then I'll run, actually I'll run two on this one, and then I'll run two on the West Norton PA server. Wow. Almost 700 on that one, guys. So that's a really good one. So wow, 686 on the download on that one, and 47.1 on the upload, and only 39 ping. I'll run I'll run one on the West Norton PA server because I got to get going here to work soon. So, and as you can see, it's doing that again with the ping. But I don't know why. I think it seems like when I switch servers or something, it does that. And the upload and the download speeds are holding steady, so it's not like I'm getting less speed or anything. So that's why either that or it's still because of the problems with the network. Because that's uncommon. I hardly ever get ping, that high. Also, it could be, you got to take into consideration that I just, unplugged it and plugged it back in. So it's probably still trying to find itself. Like I said, you have to normally give it like an hour or so, or a few hours or so, to get settled back in. And if it was, having me on a further away tower, That's possible, could have been the problem. I could have been put on a further away tower, and, why they were doing the modernization, of my tower. But the thing is, if that was the case, I mean, I would think that Down Detector wouldn't be really saying that, because, on Down Detector, it was showing, a bunch of places that were having problems. So that kind of indicates to me that it's a network-wide issue. But the good thing is, like I said, it's in the yellow now, instead of the red. So, maybe rebooting the gateway, put me back on my tower. I wish there was a way that I could find out, what tower I'm actually connected to. But I don't know if there's an actual way that I can see that, on the Chester Cheetah version 2. If you guys know about that, definitely let me know, because I would definitely want to know on that, if there's a way to see what tower I'm actually connected to. Because the closest one to us is, right down the road. So obviously, if it's not that one, it's got to be a further away one. So on this one, definitely not bad. 629 on the download, 20.9 on the upload, basically 21, and 139 ping, but that'll go back down. As you can see, went right back down. So this is definitely a really good sign, guys, that I'm getting my speeds back. And all it took me to get them back was a simple reboot of the gateway, well, a simple unplug and plug back in. And I'm also going to have to check for updates for the Chester Cheetah version 2. I actually forgot to mention that in this video, that I'm actually using a Chester Cheetah version 2 gateway slash modem, whatever you want to call it. It's a third-party cellular gateway slash modem, whatever you want to call it. I'm also hooked up to a waveform 4x4 antenna, so I like to say that, in the beginning of the video, so people know, that's why I'm getting faster speeds, most of the reason why anyway. So definitely not bad on this one. 686 for the download, 22.4 on the upload, and only 39 ping. Let me just run one more here. So yeah, as you can see, the ping went right back up again. But I'm still getting the same speeds, though. That's what doesn't, make any sense to me. That's why I think it either has to do with me just restarting it like I did, it's still getting settled in, or, like I said, it's still, having network problems, like I said from the Down Detector, it's still, having problems. Let me actually go back into Down Detector here, and actually see. Let me actually put in T-Mobile here. So yeah, it's still saying user reports indicate possible problems at T-Mobile, and it's still in the red here, where I'm around, and it's all red, so that's definitely not a good sign. And it's saying, like I said, it's the 5G home internet is down from 30% to 22%, but that's still pretty high, for the mobile or for the 5G home internet. And now it's actually saying for mobile phone 42%. So that's actually higher. Let me come down here and see the comments. Oh, it says so that's actually not good. It actually says right there, home internet down again. Help 24 hours and still no update. Starlink looking increasingly attractive. I'm not going to move on to that though. I've heard that Starlink is crazy expensive. Let me see. So service suspended. No data on the cell for well over an hour. T-Mobile home internet at the same location works fine. Reboot failed to fix the issue. So this guy here is saying that there's home internet problems. That was 2 hours ago. So the other guy there is saying, it doesn't actually show their location or tell their location. But it seems like, there's something going on with the network for sure, guys. So, That's definitely not good. So I hope they fix this soon. I hope that my speeds stay on par. Now that I rebooted it, let me actually run one more here. And like I said, the ping is probably that high because of the problems that they're having, or because I just restarted it. But as you can see, the ping did go back down again. So we definitely didn't start out real good in this video, but ever since I rebooted the gateway, we got the better speeds again. We got, back to how we were. So on this one, definitely not bad at all. 682 on the download for 1:13 p.m. in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Definitely not bad at all. 12 even on the upload and 40 ping. Let me actually run one more on the Ashburn VA server, and then I'll get off of here. So it does seem to be actually getting over 600 consistently, unlike it was before. So I'm just glad to see, that other people are having problems with the T-Mobile, home internet as well. I'm glad that I actually read one of those comments, on Down Detector. So it seems like it's a network problem, guys. It doesn't seem like I'm being throttled or anything. But right now, I'm getting the speeds that I, normally am accustomed to getting. But, is that going to last, though? That's the thing. I'm going to try to do some tests later today. Like I said, it is windy out there right now, and I'm still getting these same speeds, but also keep in mind, I just did reboot the gateway, not even a half hour ago. I did it on this video, so you guys heard me and stuff. So, it's also going to take a little while, to get locked in and everything, like it normally does. So, that could also be why the ping is a little bit higher, and stuff like that. But, it seems like they're still having problems with the network. So, I'm not so sure. I'm not going to reboot it when I get home. I'm just going to do some tests. I'm going to throw some tests out, and make another video when I get home from work tonight, around like 11 or 12, because I work night shift. So, unfortunately, I can't do more tests, right now or today. I thought about getting up earlier to do some tests, but I'm not a morning person unless I absolutely have to be, like I've said. But I'm definitely going to be doing some thorough testing, more testing and stuff, tonight. And I'm going to see what we get, and I'm also going to throw some videos out, or throw a video out tomorrow, on Thursday, afternoon, and see what we get, because that's the peak of the day. So I'm going to see, what Down Detector says, not only, tomorrow, but I'm going to see what it says later tonight as well. I'm going to keep monitoring that and see what, is going on, and see if it, goes out of the, yellow and goes back to normal or whatnot. So definitely not bad on this one. 638 for the download, 46.2 on the upload, and only 40 ping. So anyway, yeah, guys, that's basically the video. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. Like I said, I'm going to do some thorough testing, some more testing. Like I said, I think it definitely is a network problem. If Down Detector is still saying there's problems, and that one guy, commented on the Down Detector website, or in the app, and he said that there's, problems with the T-Mobile home internet. So I'm glad that I'm not the only one, experiencing these problems, but so far it's working, how it's supposed to. I rebooted the gateway, and it's working, so, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully it's been fixed, and hopefully that's all it needed was a reboot after those couple of windy days that I had. Like I said, it's still windy out there right now. It's actually, pretty gusty out there right now. I don't know what the wind actually is out there, but I can actually hear the windows shaking. So it's definitely, pretty windy out. So I'm just glad to be getting my speeds back, right now. So anyway, yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get ready for work and stuff. I'm gonna, go to work, and I'll come home and do some speed tests after work, and I'll also keep an eye on the down detector and see if anything changes or whatever on that. So I'm just, glad to see that I'm not the only one, experiencing problems with the T-Mobile 5G home internet or mobile phone for that matter. So anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.